Hello and welcome back to Spare Time Gardening and Open Gate Gardening with me, Simon. Earlier this year, as winter began to loosen its grip, we sowed the very first seeds of the season. Tiny seedlings full of promise, carefully nurtured through those early weeks of spring. Since then, we've been watering, feeding, potting on, protecting and patiently watching them grow. Now fast forward to today and we've reached an exciting stage in the gardening year. The young plants we've raised from seed have now been planted out into the borders, baskets and pots, ready to begin their summer display. We're still very much at the beginning of the journey. Many of the plants are only just settling into their new homes, and while the garden isn't yet bursting with colour, you can already see the foundations being laid for the months ahead. So in this video, we'll be taking you on a tour of our garden to show you exactly what's been happening behind the scenes, from those first delicate seedlings to the young plants now growing throughout the garden. We'll take a look at what's been planted, how everything is settling in, and what we can look forward to as the season progresses. It's always rewarding to reach this stage after months of planning, sowing and nurturing, and it's exciting to imagine how these small plants will transform the garden over the coming weeks and months. So grab a cup of tea, join me for a wander around the garden, and let's see how this year's growing season is getting underway. And of course, as always, enjoy. So it's been a productive day in our own garden, so just have a quick rundown. So we've got the Tom Thumb hanging basket tomatoes. Hopefully be able to see some flowers on there. Got a bit of a tidy up down here. We've still got to finish that planter. I'm going to put some cucumbers in there and some lettuce and possibly some spring onion. We've got the strawberries looking lovely. And then we've potted up some plants. We've got sunflower there and some begonias. We've still got some trays of little plants, plug plants that are growing on. So there's still some left. We've got the lovely Acer. And then again, more pots. So we've got pots of sunflowers, marigolds. We've also got some zinnias in there, lobelia. We've got some dianthus and dahlia, geranium. You've got some salvia, a couple of lupins. Then in this one we've got the courgette, the midnight version, and the runner beans. And now you'll see they're flowering and they're reaching up the cane, along with the lovely solar watering can. The tree lilies, just to pan up to those, bigger than me, but absolutely full of bud. So we get some amazing flowers off that this year. For pan round, so we've got some hanging baskets on the side here, geraniums, zinnia, lobelia, marigolds. We've also got some calendula in there as well. I'm going to try those in baskets. Oak tree in here, looking lovely. We've also got then the cordyline looking smashing. And then our little green corner, hostas and ferns, sorry. Hostas and ferns. And there's a little water feature we haven't switched on. I might turn that on in a second. The clematis is romping away. This is a clematis montana, otherwise known as Mile a Minute, and it's reaching across the top now, as you can see. These bird feeders, by the way, have had lots of attention. We've got sparrows, a robin, and we've also got the finches. So those are regularly visit, breakfast, noon and tea. Spin you around here, we've got hanging basket here. In this one we've got begonias and lobelia. Got some giant flowering fuchsias in this basket. Got a beautiful honeysuckle, looking lovely there with some Livingston daisies around the bottom. This basket, all these need watering by the way. This one we've got marigolds and we've got lobelia along with some Livingston daisies. And then in this front, the larger pots in here are African blue daisies. So those hopefully will look nice with some Livingston daisies in the front. And as you can see just from the sign on the pot, that's thyme, that's mint, and there we've got an attempt at a bonsai spider plant, looking nice. We've then got palm, again looking lovely. We've cut off some of the old leaves so they were getting battered by the wind. And then at the bottom here we've got again some large African daisies along with some cosmos, looking nice in the pot. So I spent the day just tidying up, so we can now use the garden, no longer a nursery but now just looking lovely with the greenery, the flowers and vegetables, looking wonderful. So this is the front of the house, front of the garden. So we've got two patches of planters, two borders, crocosmia in the middle, got dahlias coming up, got some cosmos planted, got the zinnias coming up and some African daisies. In this one we've got crocosmia, cosmos, dahlias, and again zinnias, and I've put some echinacea in there as well. And then at the bottom there we've got some lovely bushes and a hydrangea. So that's the front of the house. That should be full of colour come this summer. There's the side border. So you'll see we've got verbena, looking lovely there. We've got zinnia, calendula, we've got some dahlias in here, we've got some stocks we put in as well. There's some chrysanthemums, some ground cover plants. Should look wonderful. Hanging baskets on the wall and the tree lilies along with the herbs. And we've got some border lines at the front as well. These are just some of our planters to hide the bins. So you see from earlier videos we've got geraniums, climbing variety, and climbing petunias. They're looking lovely. Colours are spectacular. And if I just spin you around to this side border, the brick border, this is coming on along the tree as well. So you've got some canna lilies in the middle, cosmos, we've got chrysanthemums, there's some lupins in there, geraniums, and the Livingston daisies around the front. That is coming along a tree as well, putting on loads of growth. Should be a lovely summer display.